It's Bethany Briggs. Oh man, sorry, I did a reconnect thing, so it kind of got my mind in a different place. But anyways, welcome. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for joining me. I'm Bethany Briggs. I teach healthy coping mechanisms for your self-care, for your mobility, your longevity, your flexibility, your overall health, that with consistency will be just the way you are. Will be the lifestyle. So today, it's a beautiful day, and I feel like when we claim it, we can see more gratitude in it. And today, as in the description, and we're going to do a get up and go stretch. So it's a great one to do in the morning. But, I'm not sure where you're at. It might be afternoon now. Where I'm at, it's noon, or 12:30ish. But it might be morning for you where you're at. But you could do this stretch anytime today. But it's a great one for the morning to get up and go, to help you just bring that equilibrium to the body, especially after sleeping for so long and being in a static space. Now you get to move, and you're not doing it like a crazy workout, movement. It's just something to slowly get you going into your day. And then you can choose, hey, I want to do a workout now. This could be a warm-up as well. It's really up to you. It's versatile, and, make it your own. Now, I do want to let you know if there's anything we do in class today that isn't for you, try something else, or drop a comment. Let me know, hey, this was hard. Is there something else we can do? Or, to get some feedback, and then get a modification for it, So, yeah. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm doing pretty good. Here, I'm ready to teach class and to get going. So grab some water. Maybe you want to put on some music. Maybe, I would suggest, if you have music, a more like meditative, like piano, slower music. But hey, maybe you want to do this get up and go stretching with some really upbeat music to like energize you. It's really up to you. But use this time to connect. And I do recommend, while you're doing this, maybe think about gratitude and remember to breathe. Also, another reminder, there's some things that I'm going to be able to do that maybe I can go deeper into the stretch. Don't want you to hurt yourself, so listen to your body. I've been doing this almost for 6 years, so I'm pretty flexible. But, you're starting. If this is your first time, if this is maybe you fell off and you haven't been doing your self-care, your healthy coping mechanisms, and today's the first day back on, meet yourself where you're at. Be mindful of where you are at right here, right now, in the present moment. There's some days I can't get as deep into a stretch as other days. Like in the mornings, I notice for me, forward folds. Those are a lot harder to get into than in the middle of the day. In the middle of the day, nighttime, I can get into a forward fold really easily. But in the mornings, they're a little bit more challenging. So, we got to listen to our bodies and where we're at in the present moment. And I think that's super important to do that. So I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see me. And, drop a comment, say, hey, I'd love to acknowledge you. If you're a silent watcher, thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone that's here, that participates. This is my service. I love giving and sharing and, showing you guys what's possible with healthy coping mechanisms. As, it's a coping mechanism for now, but then with the practice and consistency, it just becomes part of life, and it's just who you are. And I say that out of experience, with me doing different healthy coping mechanisms for many years. So just be patient with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself if, you fall off one day. Go just start again. It's just starting the process again. Maybe you want to put it in your calendar. Maybe you want to put it on a Post-it note and put it somewhere so you remember, oh, I'm going to do this. And, doing a healthy coping mechanism doesn't have to be for a long time. It could be, okay, I'm taking a minute out of my day to do some breathing. Oh, I'm going to go for a 5-minute walk. I'm going to dance real quick, for a couple minutes. Not even, maybe you just do it for a minute. Maybe you just want to shake it out. Maybe there's a breath work you really like doing. Stretching doesn't have to be a long thing. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. And today, as I like to teach you guys, is things that, you can do quickly, that don't take a long time. Now, you can take this class and you can pause it like once where the class is over, whether you're on YouTube or here on Facebook for the 30 days that it's on here. You can pause it so you can stretch longer through each one, to make it a longer stretch. But today it's going to be kind of quick. We're going to just move through, that's because we all got stuff to do. And I hear that as not necessarily a complaint, but like a common response. I don't have time to sit down and do 20, 30-minute stretch. But do you have time for a minute? Do you have time for 2 minutes? Do you have time for 30 seconds? Because sometimes you could just do a quick stretch and it just helps you reset. And it's like, whoo, all right, cool. So just keep that in mind, that not everything has to be this long process. It could be like, what are 3 things you're grateful for? Gratitude helps reset the brain. It helps you see a more of a best case scenario, a more positive light, the blessings in disguise. So take that in mind as you're learning and growing and healing and trying out new things for your healthy coping mechanisms. And then also real quick before we get started, I do offer one-on-one sessions. That's going to be a personalized plan. Maybe you're not sure where to start. That's where you're going to go. I have everything broken down in my weekly schedule for those sessions. I also offer group coaching, which is my bi-weekly events, which is coming up Saturday. We have one, and it's all about checking in and aligning. Will be a beautiful practice that we do. And at the events and one-on-ones, I do stuff that I don't do on these classes, so that's specific for that. And then also I'm here every Thursday around 12:30ish p.m. Eastern time to give you this class for free as service and to help you, and as an appreciation for you being here as well. So those are just the different things I offer. And then also I offer other stuff, throughout the week. So, keep your eyes out, participate. It helps with accountability. So let's get started. I'm going to back up a little bit so we can get into it. So just start out in an easy seat. This is something you could also do. Maybe you're seated in your bed. Maybe you're on a chair. If you're on a chair, if you can get your legs in the easy seat, great. But if not, you're going to just have your feet on the ground. Making sure to have your knees above your ankles so it's like a 90-degree there. Maybe you need to put stuff behind you like some pillows from the back of the chair if you're not seated fully in the back, or you can't reach it with having your legs in that position. But this is something you can do in a chair, on your bed, on the ground. So it's versatile. So let's start out with 3 deep breaths. We're going to breathe in, making sure these are the deepest inhales and exhales you've done all day. We're going to cleanse and ventilate. So breathing in, help center ourselves into the space, being proud of yourself for being here. And when you're ready, exhaling it all out. I want you to breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Or if it's comfortable, breathe in through your nose and exhale through your nose. Breathing in. And then making sure your shoulders are relaxed and away from your ears. And exhaling it out. Letting it go and letting it flow. If it's comfortable for you, closing your eyes and listening to what I have, the directions, or you can keep your eyes open. That's easier for you. Breathing in. Making this one the deepest one. So maybe breathing in just a little bit extra if you can. And then on this exhale, exhale as slow as you can. Letting the air out slowly, really watching the exhale. So now for this class, we're going to start out. We're going to breathe in. And then this is called a Venus lock. If you've done class with me, you've experienced this, but if not, that's what this is. And you want to interlace your fingers and bring them above your head, elongating the spine as straight as you can, like you're trying to have your palms on the ceiling. And with an inhale, elongating, and then on the exhale, you want to go over to your left or your right, whatever works. We're going to do a side body stretch. Breathing in and breathing out. Now on the next inhale, going to center, and then on that exhale, going to the right or the left, whatever side you didn't do. Breathing in and breathing out. On the inhale, going to center, and we're going to do a twist. So inhaling, and on the exhale, you want to bring your right hand to your right knee, or if it's on your thigh, that's okay too, whatever it feels. But you want to kind of hook your hand around, your left hand. And then your right hand is behind you. Sorry for that confusion. You want to inhale, elongate your spine, and then on the exhale, twisting to that right. Imagining yourself like a dish towel in a sense, like you're wringing out all that excess, all the stuff that's not serving you. This is a great detox position. Breathing in, exhaling. On the next inhale, coming to center, and then doing that on the opposite side. So right hand either on your knee or your thigh, but kind of hooking it around so you got something to help you twist. And bringing that left hand behind you on the ground. Inhale, elongating the spine. On the exhale, twisting. We're going to hold here for one breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming up. Your hands above your head. And then exhaling down. We're going to do some shoulder circles. So put your hands what feels good for you. Put them on your knees. You can put them on your thighs. I suggest on your knees, or as close to your knees as you can, because then you'll get a more range of motion. You could also kind of flow through it and do a little wave as you're doing it with your body, your torso. Or just do regular shoulder circles. Whatever way you started, that's okay, because we're going to flip it and do the opposite way. So if you're doing it opposite me, that's okay. I'm sitting here and breathing, now flipping it, going the opposite way. And maybe do that little wave of motion. Breathing in and breathing out. So now we're going to do seated. As you can see, it's a little bit faster paced. That's why I said on the replay, if you come back to this video, you can pause it, do a little bit more, or you just do this as a get up and go, fast, quick reset. So now it's going to be the spinal flexes. So we're breathing in, bringing the chest forward like in cow, as when you're on your hands and your knees, and exhaling back as in cat, rounding the spine. Inhaling forward and try to engage your core. This helps protect your spine. Just moving through, making sure to breathe as you go. So breathing forward, exhaling back on the rounding. Inhale and exhale. Inhale forward, exhale back. This is really great for your spine, especially if you sit a lot, and being in it, if you do this in the morning, being that you laid for a while, this just helps realign your spine in case maybe you slept funny or in an odd position. That's a really great one. And it also opens the chest, opens the back. Now, if you want to, you can bring your hands to your knees. You just go more upper in the upper back. Then when your hands are on your shins, so it just brings the motion up more. You'll feel it more in the upper instead of the lower. So long as you're breathing in and exhaling, and you can go slow, you can go at my speed. If you go faster than my speed, make sure your core is engaged, because that's when you can have some injury. So I suggest you going at a slower pace. But if you're trying to be energized, going a little bit faster is okay as well. Next, we're going to go into those Sufi grinds. So breathing, taking a quick breath here. Inhale and exhale. So with these Sufi grinds, making sure you got to engage that core a little bit, because this one, you're moving your spine, and you want to make sure your spine is safe and it doesn't get injured. So breathing in, imagine yourself like you got a big soup pot around you, and you're the ladle, and we want to touch every side of that soup pot. So breathing in, going forward, and then exhaling back. This is one that's also really great for the spine, that helps wake you up as well. Breathing in as you go forward, exhaling as you go back. Having your hands on your knees is the best place, I would say. If you need to, you could have your hands on your shins, but it's it takes away from the range of motion. So I suggest your thighs or your knees, so you can have full range of motion, so you can hit all those sides of that pot as you're this beautiful golden ladle that's starting the day with joy and gratitude and thanksgiving. Now we're going to flip it, so do those circles the other way now. Inhaling as you go forward, exhaling as you go back. We're just waking up the whole body here. The breathing helps connect your mind and your body. So you're waking up your mind, your body. Also, if you're doing this in the morning, I do recommend you having some water, either before or after, or before and after. But that also helps wake up your digestive system, your inner organs. So yeah. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Now coming to the center, and we're going to do half circles with our necks, just to get some motion into the neck. You get that flexibility, mobility. That helps in the longevity. So bringing your left ear to left shoulder. And you can have your hands on your knees, your thighs, or put them beside you to the side, and this actually helps increase that stretch in the neck. But please listen to yourself. So breathing in, left ear to left shoulder. Exhaling as you round into that half moon. Then you have the right ear to right shoulder. Hold here just for a quick moment. Inhale. And then exhale as you come forward. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And exhale as you come around to right ear to right shoulder. Now hold here on this right side. Now we don't want to pull our head. We just want to do a slight, just slight. If you feel a deep stretch, stop there. Maybe you don't want to put your hand on your head to increase the stretch. Please listen to where you are at. The neck is very sensitive. So if it feels good to go deeper into that stretch, great. But if not, just hold here just for a moment as we breathe in and breathe out. Now releasing and bringing your left ear to left shoulder, and either holding like this or increase that stretch. Kind of push your head down just slightly. Don't go too deep on it because you might hurt yourself. And holding here, inhale and exhale. Bringing your head to center. And you can either do this in two different ways. So we're going to either do just a put your legs out in front of you, forward fold. Or, you want to go deeper? Just have your legs out like this. It's kind of hard to show you in this room, but I think you get what I mean. And whatever range of motion you want. And we're going to breathe in and fold forward, hinging at the hips. Wherever you are at, if you're just folding forward with your legs outstretched in front of you in a traditional forward fold, or maybe you have a wide leg forward fold, whatever works for you. Maybe you're able to touch your ankles, touch your toes. Maybe all you can do is your knees, your shins. If you're doing the wide leg, maybe just having your hands out in front of you like this. You're using your hand as like a kickstand so you don't hurt yourself and go too deep. But if you want to go deeper, go onto your forearms. Or if you're able to, going deeper and bringing your head down. You're going to feel this in your hamstrings. If you have the wide leg forward fold, you're going to feel it in your groin or your hips. But this is a really good one to wake you up. Inhale and exhale, wherever you're at. And if you're coming back to this class, maybe you want to do both. You want to start with the forward fold, and then you want to do the wide leg forward fold. Or you want to do the wide leg forward fold and go into the regular forward fold. This is where I say make it your own. Inhale, come on up, and then we're going to go into a butterfly. This is the one for the hip, and this is how we will close class. So, whatever your diamond is, you want your ankles far forward or back, closest to your groin. Listen to your body. I can't tell you where you're going to put your legs, but you might have a big diamond. You might be able to get close. And this is where you gauge also with your flexibility is how deep you can go into it. Maybe last week you weren't able to go in as deep, but today you are. And it also changes day to day as well. So, just meeting yourself where you're at is so important. So breathing in and breathing out. And if you want to go deeper, going down on your forearms, or you just hold with elongated spine, maybe flapping your legs, or just holding in a static position. This is all for the hips. If you go deeper, I do notice if you go deeper, what I'm doing, where you go to your forearms, you're going to feel it more in your quads. I feel it in my hamstrings. I feel it deeper in my hips and groin. So it's just wherever you're at. Or maybe you just want to, with the wide leg forward fold, just bringing your hands down to touch the floor. Play around with it. We're just going to be here for one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Coming on up. And now, this is where you make it your own. You can come into a seated, meditated position. You can lay down wherever you're at. Make it your own. We're going to close out with a little bit of a meditation just to integrate, to adjust, to consolidate, to notice the difference of how you felt in the beginning to the end. And we're going to just sit here with either natural breathing or deep breathing just for a few moments, maybe taking this time to bring in some gratitude, or just thanking yourself, or just being in silence and stillness while you breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Now I'm going to leave you in silence just for a few breaths, just so you can be in that stillness and silence, and I'll let you know when it's time to come out. anxiety, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, coming back into the present moment. And I want to close the class out with some shaking it out, because the shaking out really helps reset your nervous system. It just helps you reset your energy. Let it go. It also helps to energize you a little bit more. Just call in that energy, shake it out, let out that stagnation. Maybe you want to stand up and shake it out, whatever feels good for you. Maybe you want to put your legs out in front of you so you can really get a good shake in. Making sure to breathe. Maybe you want to make it a little dance, do a little bit of a wave-like motion. And coming into stillness, rubbing your hands together, bringing this prayer pose to your heart space. The light in me sees the light in you, and together we shine bright by the grace of God. May you find comfort and calm. May you lean into God and what's calling you. May you take the time to go into your healthy coping mechanisms so they become who you are, so you're able to handle the storms with more ease and peace. May you remember to breathe through your day. May you take the time to align, to integrate and adjust. May you know that you are blessed in all you do. And may you breathe freely. I want to pray for anyone that's dealing with a hard time right now, just for a quick moment too, that I pray that you find some calm, some peace, some clarity. If you're dealing with sickness, may you find health. If you're dealing with hatred, may you find love. If you're dealing with despair and doubt, may you find faith and hope. If you're dealing with sadness, depression, anxiety, may you find joy and happiness and peace. May there be more love and understanding in your life. May you forgive those that need to be forgiven, and may you forgive yourself. And may you always be you, leaning in to God and His wonderful grace, as God is good and His love and mercy endures forever. Amen. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate you guys. And if you're here on YouTube, hey, I will be uploading this video to YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, hello. But I encourage you to go to my YouTube channels. If you really enjoyed this class, it will always be up there. Here on Facebook, it'll just be up for 30 days. So you got 30 days to keep coming back to this class here on Facebook. But YouTube, it will always be up. I think I already did the other announcements before. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. Let me know what you thought. Give me some feedback. I would love to hear. Did you enjoy the class? Is there anything you need for modification on the class? Maybe to make it easier for you. Maybe you have an injury and you need help with knowing what the correct way to do it with that injury, or you want to modify it to make it easier for you. Let me know. I can help out. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day. May you breathe. You got this. Take it one step at a time. Be gentle with yourself. Give yourself grace. And breathe. And again, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And until next Thursday, 12:30-ish p.m. Eastern Time, I'll see you live. And if not, I'll see you throughout the week or on the replay. Just want to say I appreciate you guys. And until next time, I'll see you then.